What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jug. Let me just say this, man. I'm already laughing because, again, Facebook is where it's at, man. Black Facebook, being in my Negro Manosphere group, I see some of the craziest things, and somehow I got recommended this particular post that I'm gonna talk about. And it's this African American female who has a boyfriend or baby daddy named Daquan. Now, you definitely know somebody with a name like Daquan. That's definitely an African American name. Some of us would call it hood or ghetto, but it's definitely an African American name, without a doubt. And Daquan has basically been put in jail. All right. Now, I don't know if this is a joke or not, or trolling, but I would probably think that this is real. Okay. And so Daquan has been put in jail, but the sister here believes that he should be released, right? And so she needs to be released and all of this. Like I said, I don't know if this is trolling or if this is a joke, but definitely there are women that feel like this. So what I'd like to do is I'm gonna basically play the video so that you can hear it yourself, and we'll come right back.
Saquon ain't do nothing. All he did was rob the gas station. Y'all acting like he robbed Walmart or something. Release my nigga. Release my nigga.
All right, you heard what she had to say, right? And she is saying, release my nigga, and this is no different than hashtag free my nigga. You guys know when we get somebody in the black community arrested, we can know that they did it. We know that they're guilty. But we have this mentality that we should free my nigga, right? Like, he didn't do nothing but this. Y'all on some bullshit, the white man holding us back. And, but at the same token, if police brutality happens, then, we want them to be, in jail and stuff like that. So, I mean, we do have this situation going on, right? And I do want to talk about some women, not all, because I don't think, that there are as many women as we say that deal with niggas like Daquan. I think there are certain amounts, but I don't want to categorize all black women because we know that's not like that. But I do want to say that there are definitely sisters out there that are dealing with guys like this. And while this one seems to be wanting for him to get released, I want to talk about the ones who are going to complain about niggas like Daquan and then turn around and blame the rest of us for not being shit. And again, sometimes in the black community, what you'll see is a guy like a Daquan who, doesn't have any ability to take care of a family. He can't be a good father. He's not gonna do anything for this child. But you will notice that at some point they will still overlook that, and they will still get in relationships with guys like this. They will give their children the disadvantage in life that they should have. And then they want to, at the same time, blame the rest of the brothers who don't even know you, ain't got no beef with you, might be trying to get to know you, but you're gonna have problems with them because, Daquan or something like that did you wrong, or Daquan did this, or Daquan did that. But at the same time, when you was with him and you was seeing him, it was release my nigga. It was free my nigga at that time, because at the time you were in love. But then when you come to find out that the nigga keep going back to jail, the nigga keep doing this and that, all of a sudden now you don't like them kind of guys no more, and all of a sudden you have problems with black men. And this is something that we see. But at the same time, when that sister that you see singing the Release My Nigga song, it is hilarious, right? When she comes of age that she might want to get into a real relationship, Number one, she can't get it because she's always attracted to guys like this. And I want to talk about this, right? A lot of sisters, in their mind, they know that they shouldn't be dealing with a guy like a Daquan or a hood nigga, but they can't get away from it because it's like crack. Once a woman gets imprinted by hood niggas or ghetto guys, it's hard for her to go deal with a guy who is a hard-working guy, or it's kind of hard for her to deal with a guy who's not in the streets. Once a woman gets addicted to that kind of lifestyle or that kind of, so sexual encounters or that kind of man, it's very difficult for her to go otherwise. Especially, I can see if she's been dating different types of guys all her life, but if she hasn't been dating different kind of guys all her life, definitely it's going to be very hard for her to change. So what's going to happen is she'll try to go for guys that are doing something, and it's going to be probably two-folded. The guys are not going to like her, and those guys, and then also those guys won't be able to keep her interest, and she has a baby and then what happens once those relationships don't go working out, you get on this binge about how black men ain't shit, but then you will find yourself back with Daquan again, right? And I just want to talk about this mainly, on a black level. As an African American, we must stop bigging up guys that are doing the wrong thing. All right, I know police brutality is a problem. It could be a problem, but for guys who are putting the black male image at risk, there is a certain level. There's a certain level, and I want to just say this. There is a certain level of respect that we give black criminality. And, it's unfortunate because when you have black men that are graduating college, you'll see them not getting that same respect, but you'll see black women getting the same respect, but you will see black men who are criminals getting the respect of, it's like the worse you do, the more respect you get, right? If you're a black man. Whereas black women get the respect that black men should get when they do things right. And this is what you're seeing here. Release my nigga. All he did was rob a gas station. And then when your kids have a father like that, and your kids come out to be somewhat similar, then you want to blame white supremacy for why your kids are like that. I just want to talk about this real quick also. A lot of people in the black community are setting up their children to go to jail. You might not want to talk about it. You might not believe it. You might not understand it. But you are setting up your children to be arrested or being confronted by the police. And you set your children up for that because by the father that you pick. Okay? That's one thing you gotta talk about. When you pick the wrong man for your child, before the child comes to the earth, that child's chances of going to jail or being poor are gonna go up astronomically. All right? A lot of times the people who put their children in jail are the parents. Now I know that, you might not agree with that, but the first person that puts the lock on the key or the felony on the record of their kids are their parents. Because if you put your children in circumstances that are bad, that have no opportunities, then you are just as guilty as the criminality, the gangs, all of that, right? What do you expect? So a lot of people are setting their children up to fail, but then you want to blame the white man, you want to blame white supremacy, you want to blame gangs in these streets. No, you have picked out the road that child is supposed to go because the child's daddy wasn't nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody has personal choice in the matter of what they want to become. But at the same time, people like this should actually, in my opinion, be thrown in jail. Should be thrown in jail because society cannot evolve with people with this mindset. Because if you will forgive your baby daddy because all he robbed is the gas station, when your son robbed a gas station, you're gonna be singing the same thing. So I just want to, bring that out. Like I said, this is not for me to be down at her or nothing like that. But it just goes to show you that a lot of this mentality that goes on in the black community, when we come across other groups like people from Africa or people from, Hungary or China, and they come across how we think or how it's perceived that we think, we get a lot of hostility, the rest of us, right? Because we have African Americans that are not doing their job, okay? A lot of African Americans are not pulling their part in raising their children. And it makes it the rest of us look like we're idiots because you are representing the race. So let's not make us look bad by making bad decisions, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and check the comment out. Like, share, hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Really thankful for all you brothers and sisters there on my show. Check me out at my patreon.com/Negro Manosphere. I also would love for you to check me out on my Negro Manosphere website, the Negro Manosphere Facebook page. Like and follow it. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And I'm just really, really thankful for all you brothers and sisters being here. As you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.